Okay, so this is the review for the polynomials test. The first question says, what is the standard form of a polynomial? What that means is that you need to have it in order to write your polynomial in order of biggest exponent to smallest exponent. All right, so on number 1, writing it from biggest exponent to smallest exponent. This one is our biggest exponent, so it's going to stay first, 2x to the third. Then the next one is the plus 2x. And then I probably should simplify negative 9 plus 8, which gives us negative 1. Number 2, the biggest exponent is the x to the fourth, so that's going to go first. 3x to the fourth. Then a positive 5x to the third. Then 2x squared, and then a minus x. So my exponents here are going 4, 3, 2, and then that one has a 1 there that we don't see. Then number 3, just rewrite this. 9x to the third. There's not really anything we can do there. Then the second question says, when adding and subtracting polynomials, how do you combine like terms? What happens to the exponents? So we combine like terms by adding or subtracting coefficients. Nothing happens to the exponents. Okay, nothing is going to happen to the exponents. They're just going to go down with them. So number 4, because this is a plus sign in between them, all we're going to do is combine like terms. So I have 8p squared plus 8p squared plus 9p squared gives us 17p squared. Negative 6p minus 5p gives us negative 11p. Oh, I just realized we lost this 2p squared. All right, hold on. So we got an 8 plus 2 plus 9. That gives us 19p squared. There we go. And then negative 6p minus 5p is negative 11p. And then this 11 just, minus 11 just comes down. That one was kind of tricky with that other p squared happening there. All right, number 5 is the same way. So we have negative 4s squared and a negative 2s squared, and I don't have to do anything because there's a plus sign in the middle. So negative 4 minus 2, negative 6s squared. 2s plus s gives us 3s, and negative 3 plus 7 gives us a positive 4. All right, number 6 is different because of the minus sign. Remember, you need to distribute that minus sign in the inside, and it's going to change all of the symbols. So you get negative 5d squared minus 3d plus 4. And the first polynomial is just going to come down. So now I'm going to combine like terms. I'm going to do the squareds first. So negative 10 minus 5 is negative 15d squared. Then I have 60 minus 3d, which is plus 3d. And then I have plus 3 plus a positive 3 plus 4, which gives me a 7. All right, then on number 7, I need to do the same thing. There's a negative 1 in front, so that becomes negative 2a plus 5. I'm going to bring down 3a squared plus a plus 5. The 3a squared doesn't match, so I'm just going to write that, 3a squared. A minus 2a, those go together, and that gives me negative 1a, or just negative a. And then plus 5 and plus 5 gives me a positive 10. All right, two sides of the triangle are given. The perimeter is 6x plus 8. Find the missing side. So the first thing I need to do is add the given sides. So I have 4x plus 7 plus x plus 4. And I'm going to add those together. So I have 4 plus 1 is 5x, then 7 plus 4 is 11. The second thing I'm going to do is subtract that from the perimeter, because the perimeter means all the way around. So I have 6x plus 8 minus, that's the perimeter, minus 5x plus 11, the two combined. This minus sign in front, I need to distribute it to everything on the inside. So I get 6x plus 8 minus 5x minus 11. 6 minus 5 is 1x. 8 minus 11 is negative 3. So this side here is x plus 3. And we can just make sure by adding, I have 4, 5, 6 x's, and that's right. Oh, this should have been a minus 3. Then I have 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I did it right. All right, good. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 minus 3 is 8. So that is right. All right, going on to the back. On the top it says, when multiplying polynomials, what do you do with the exponents? So when we multiply polynomials, we are going to add exponents. All right, so number 1 just says, or number 9, I'm sorry, says distribute and simplify. So remember, this is like a negative 1. So that becomes negative 6t minus 2, and that's it. This is a negative 3t that we're going to distribute in there, and remember this x has a small little 1, so that's what I'm going to add to the parentheses. So we get negative 3 times 4 is negative 12, x, and I have 1, 2, 3, so x to the third. Negative 3 minus 6 is a positive 18. And I have 1x here and 1x here, so that's x squared. Negative 3 times 12 is negative 36x. All right, then number 11, 7j. So 7 times negative 8 gives us negative 56. J squared, because there's a 1 here and a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21j. All right, number 12. Negative t times 4t is negative 4t to the third. Okay, 2 plus 1 is 3. Negative times a negative gives us a positive. And just going to be 8t squared. Number 13. 2k times k is 2k squared. 2k times negative 10 is negative 20k. And then number 14, 8a times negative a, negative 8a squared. Then 8 times 7 is 56, so negative 56a. All right, number 15. So either you do the box method here or FOIL. I'm gonna go ahead and just FOIL it on this one and maybe do the box method on some of the other ones. So I need to do u times u for the first one, so u squared. U times 9, which is 9u. 2 times u, which is 2u. And 2 times 9, which is 18. Then we're going to combine the like terms, the terms in the middle. And you get u squared plus 9, 10, 11u plus 18. All right, then on 16, I'll do the box method for this one, just for those of y'all who want to or like to do the box method. So you need to draw the boxes. And then on the top, we have a w plus 6. And on the side, we have w minus 5. So then we're going to multiply the outside. So w times w is w squared. W times 6 is 6w. W times 5 is negative 5w. And negative 5 times 6 is a negative 30. Then I'm going to combine my like terms, which in this case is a 6w and a negative 5w. And that gives us a 1, a positive 1w. So the w squared is going to come down. This becomes w minus 30. And that's our answer. All right, number 17, remember you cannot distribute this exponent. This exponent means to write this 2 times. You must write it twice. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and FOIL this one. Doesn't matter if you FOIL or do the box method. So 4q times 4q is 16q squared. 4q times 2 is 8q. 2 times 4 is again another 8q. And 2 times 2 is 4. So I'm going to combine my like terms in the middle. 8q plus 8q. So I get 16q squared plus 16q plus 4. All right. Number 18. I believe mine's written kind of funny. This underneath should actually go over here with 20, so I'm just going to rewrite that over there really quickly. Plus 3r minus 8, 5 minus 2r. And go ahead and get rid of this. All right, so I'm going to do the box method on this one, and then I'll FOIL number 19 so that you can see both of them. So I'm going to do 3x squared plus 5x minus 2. So I need lines for those. Then x plus 10 on the side. All right, and remember we multiply our sides to be able to get to the inside number. So x times 3x squared is 3x to the third. X times 5x is 5x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Then we have 10 times 3x squared is 30x squared. 10 times 5x is 50x. And 10 times negative 2 is negative 20. Then I need to combine my like terms. So I have 30x squared and a positive 5x squared. That's going to give me 35x 5x squared. This 3x squared can come down. 3x to the third, excuse me. And then I have 50x minus 2x, which gives us a positive 49x. And then this minus 20 is just going to come down. There we go. All right, so number 19, I'm going to FOIL. It's going to give us the same. You could do the box method, but I'm going to FOIL it for those of y'all who like to do that. So first I'm going to do 2t squared times 3t. And that gives us 6t to the third. Then I'm going to do 2t squared times 7. And that gives us 14t squared. So I've done the first one times both of those. Then I'm going to do negative 9t times 3t. That gives us negative 27t. Negative 9 times 7, negative 63t. So I've done the middle term times both of those. Now I'm going to do negative 5 times 3t, which is negative 15t. And negative 5 times 7, which is negative 35. All right, so now I need to combine my like terms. I have 6t to the third doesn't have a like term, so it's just going to come down. 6t to the third. I think this 27 should have been 27 squared. 9t times 3t, 27t squared. All right, so then I have 14t minus 27t squared is a negative 13t squared. Then I have negative 63t minus 15t, which gives us negative 78t. And then I have a minus 35. Okay, so I combined these two together to get to the 13. And I combined these two together to get to the negative 78. And that's my final answer. Okay. And then again, number 20, you can do it either way. I'll go ahead and just do the box method. That was kind of a little bit more organized. So I have 3r squared plus 3r minus 8. Then I have 5 minus 2r. All right, so I'm going to multiply all of the outside numbers. So 5 times 3 is 15r squared. 5 times 3r is 15r. And 5 times negative 8 is negative 40. Then negative 2r times 3r, negative 6r to the third. Negative 2r times 3r is also negative 6r squared this time. Negative 2r times negative 8 is positive 6r. Then we're going to combine our like terms if we have them. First, I'm going to start with this negative 6r to the third because that's our biggest exponent. Negative 6r to the third, and it doesn't have anything alike. And then 15r squared and minus 6r squared, those are alike, and that becomes a positive 9r squared. Then we have 15r plus 16r, that gives us 31r, and then the minus 40 just comes down. And there we go, that's our answer to that one. All right, number 21. Write a polynomial that represents the area and the perimeter of a rectangle. So the first thing they want us to do is the area. So area is equal to length times width. So I'm going to do the length 4x plus 3 times the width, which is 2x plus 2. I'm going to go ahead and FOIL this. You could do the box method if you want. Either way works fine. So we have 4x times 2x is 8x squared. 4x times 2 is 8. 3 times 2x. Oh, wait. 4x times 2 is 8x. Ooh. 3 times 2 is a 6x. And 3 times 2 is a positive 6. And I'm going to combine my like terms. 8 plus 6 is 14x plus 6. So that's my area. And then in order to find my perimeter is 2L plus 2W. So I have 2 times 4x plus 3, 2 times 2x plus 2. We're going to distribute both of the 2's inside the parentheses. So that's going to give you 2 times 4 is 8x, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4x, then 2 times 2 is just 4. I'm going to combine my like terms. 8 plus 4 is 12x, 6 plus 4 is 10. Alright, last one. The length of a square has a side measure of 3x plus 4. So we know that a square has all of the sides the same. So I like to draw it. 3x plus 4. Find the area and the perimeter of the square. Okay, well, area is just length times width, and these are going to be the same. Okay, so area is length times width. So we have 3x plus 4 times 3x plus 4. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times 4 is 12x. 4 times 3 is also 12x. 4 times 4 is 16. Then I'm going to combine my middle terms, and we would get 9x squared plus 24x plus 16. So that is our perimeter. Oh, I'm sorry, that is our area. We have not found our perimeter yet. Our perimeter, since this is a square, we know all 4 sides are the same. So I could just do 4 times 3x plus 4. You could also do the 2L plus 2W, but you'll get the same answer either way. So 4 times 3 is 12x. 4 times 4 is 16. So we get 12x plus 16. And we are done with the review.